Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, yesterday the Summer Hunt event populated, and I wasn't even aware of it until like 9 o'clock at night. I remember seeing the alert, oh, the enlistment chest is not available in the store. I'm like, okay, I don't know what the hell that is, but whatever. It's broken anyway. And then I saw Rev's video about the summer hunt. I'm like, what the hell is Rev talking about? I saw no summer hunt events. Well, it's because they're not actually labeled summer hunt events, which is annoying. But there are two parts of this event. I have done videos. This is more refresher, or even maybe a refresher of a refresher. But it's been a while, and I want to make sure people understand how to do this. And I honestly just figured out what the third avatar was that you could use. This first part, it's going to consist of, I guess technically 4 milestones. 1 milestone for claiming that enlistment chest in the event store. And then there will be 3 other milestones. First, you'll see the first milestone. Once that's complete, then you'll see the second. And once that's complete, then you'll see the third. Yay. Whatever. And to score in those events, except for, the first one from just claiming the box in the event store, you have to equip a bounty hunter avatar. And yes, you have to kill certain hostiles, but you gotta have the avatar selected and equipped to be able to score the points. At least that's the way the event reads. If it's screwed up scoring, probably. This is the first one. This is the one you should be getting right off the bat from the event store. Hirogen Bounty Hunter Initiate. It's aliens, animal skull or something. Then there are 2 Hirogens you can equip, which are probably the ones that everybody remembers. The ones I remembered. Then I realized, oh, there's a third one. What the hell's the third one? I don't know. You got the regular Just Blue one, Hirogen Bounty Hunter, and then you have the Hirogen Bounty Hunter Veteran. Now, again, how do these events even score? At one time, yes, the Initiate was the way to score because that's the one we had first. How it's going to score for you now, and even in subsequent, because the milestones would unlock after you completed one, you would then have to equip this avatar for the second one, and then this avatar for the third one. I think that has changed a bit. This is how it was supposed to go, even the first time. So if you got one of these guys, especially this guy, the Hirogen Bounty Hunter Veteran, just equip that one, just to make sure. But you should be scoring with all 3 of these. Alright, let's back out of here and go to these events. Try to explain these events a little bit better. This is the enlistment SMS. It's just a way for you to get scoring this event by enlisting at your local Bounty Hunters Guild representative. Recruiters can be found at every station in the event store. That was the one that was broken. But you can see there's no avatar reward. It means it has to be in the store. Of course, mine's gone already. But the initiated one is the one that they gave you right off the bat. And you come in here to the Great Chase. Great Chase, that's what they were calling it. I think Summer Hunt. The first time they ran it, it was in the summer. So they called it Summer Hunt. Okay. You see the top reward here is the regular Hirogen Bounty Hunter. And for Great Chase number 2, you see the Veteran one was the reward. And of course, going to the bucket that's right in front of 2, instead of behind it, but 3. This is a frame. don't know if the frame has any effect. I have not seen or heard anything that would lead me to believe that, but it's possible. Who the hell knows? And essentially what it is for number one, you got to kill the hostiles. Bonus points for certain Voyager hostiles, your regular Lost or Hirogen hostiles, and then you're summoning the Bag of Dicks for get a few extra points, and then you go in those this message systems. You can get the it's right there. The assimilated scouts are the ones that are just floating around in the system. You can kill them, and then the data cubes are the ones you summon to get faction messages. Extra points for them. And then if you want to go find the Silver Blood Voyager, good luck. You can get even more extra points for that. But again, good luck with that. It is possible. And then number 2 was Group Armadas. Defeat Group Armada 200 points. Defeat entire formation Armada an extra 200 points. And you would still score in these by killing hostiles. And number 3 was Solo. 2,500 for a Borg or Dominion solo, 5,000 for a Shipyard solo. Notice the G6 solo armadas have not been added to this. Thank you for updating your event, dickheads. And you can still score points in this one for group armadas and hostiles. Yay! And to go along with these milestones that are going to last 3 days in total, 2 more days now, or I guess a day and 3/4, there were leaderboards. Sadly, because I didn't realize the event was even up, the first 2 leaderboards are over. As in the Initiates leaderboard, the Bounty Hunters leaderboard, when technically the Veterans is also over, but the Veteran one popped up again. As it is supposed to, I think. The Veteran one was the one where solo armadas count. Now, you're going to want to pay close attention to the rewards here. 2 types of rewards. Hirogen Bounty Order and Hirogen Bounty Credits. The Bounty Order is for the second part of the event. It's about a week-long event, usually. It's for the second part of this event. The Bounty Credits are event store credits. How these I keep wanting to say Bounty Hunter orders. Hirogen Bounty orders. How they work, they're kind of like tickets. As in, there will be a list of bounties where it's go kill this, or go kill that, or go spend this currency, go spend that currency, blah, 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 blah. And they'll give you a certain amount of rewards. Bounty Hunter credits, or Hirogen Bounty credits. The higher the difficulty of this, the more credits you will earn, and the more Hirogen Bounty orders they will cost. Say that 10 times fast. But what I really want you to pay attention to here is the brackets in which they're rewarding you. 1,200 credits and 3 of the bounties. It's not just going to the top 1 person. It's going to the top 10. This is how it usually has run. So, while you'll take a look at your leaderboard and you'll see, oh my god, 178,000 credit, 1,000 points. I could never possibly do that. Well, you don't need to be first. You don't need that many points. You don't. People just feel they do, so But here's where you need 10th. You need to finish 10th place, be able to get the best rewards. You don't need to finish first, second, or even third. Just 10th. Now, what are these numbers going to look like in 20-something hours? Okay, they'll probably be a lot higher. But again, you're not going to have to do this. You're not going to have to be all the way up here. While some of you are probably thinking, well, why do I care? The more bounty hunter ticket events you can do, the more credits you're going to get for the event store. Now, what are the rewards of the event store? What is the juice you are getting from this squeeze? Well, we don't know yet. Because, as you saw earlier, when I went over here, there's nothing in here yet. Which is somewhat disappointing. Because at the same time, while this is a interactive event, more busy work, I guess, if you can think about it. Excuse me. There is stuff to do in this off week that we're having. So it's not that bad of a thing, right? You don't have other ARC events going on. So it's fine. I mean, it's kind of a lot of work. It can be a lot of work, but it's okay. What I really have a problem with is, why am I doing all this? You're not actually enticing people to do it. You could spend hours upon hours, maybe even days, getting all this bullshit, and then when the event store does populate, you look at it and like, those rewards are trash. Why am I even doing any of this? Somewhat disappointing that the event store isn't visible yet. To a certain extent, it's not that bad, because usually what also populates for these bounties is a leaderboard for, it's either spending tickets or it's spending your event currency. So you don't want to spend your event store currency too soon, because then you'll be missing out on points for the event. But it is coming. Is it coming tomorrow, or is it coming a day after? I think it should be coming a day after. So we should have another leaderboard like this tomorrow as well. Because these SMSs are a day and 21 hours. They shouldn't start the bounties until after these are over. Again, at least that's how they've done it in the past. Wrap this up here a bit. This video doesn't need to be too long. I'm just trying to make sure I'm giving the information about what to expect and maybe how to prepare a little bit. I can't just assume that everybody knows what the hell's going on. And maybe a reminder is needed, because I didn't even know what the hell was going on. Of course, I don't get an event schedule like Rev does, which is disappointing, but at the same time, freeing. Because I can say whatever the hell I want, and you know what? They can't dial me up and be like, hey, stop saying bad stuff about us. Which I'm sort of like Rev and DJ and all them guys, it happens. You have about, assuming everything goes the way it normally goes, you have about a day and a half-ish for this Great Trace / Proving Grounds part of the summer hunt. And that's where you're going to get a few event store currencies, and most importantly, the bounties. Think of bounties just like tickets. The more tickets you have, the more events you can do, and therefore gain more rewards. Therefore, also, when that SLB does come up for spending event store currency, you have more event store currency to spend. Therefore, hopefully a higher placement that actually gives you a reward for something. I mean, remember what the rewards usually were? To a certain extent, I think it was a OG Dabo table style reward. And as in the event store, there was 5 bundles, I think it was, right? A Par Steel and Ore bundle that gave you some speed ups and some officer shards. And then a titanium and crystal bundle also gave some speed ups and officer shards. Gas and dilithium bundle with some officer shards and speed ups. Then there was a territory bundle that gave you, what did it even give you? Resin. I think it gave, no, emulsion. Resin or emulsion. Both, I think. And some of the progenitor alloys. At the time when the event ran the first time, I did target that one. That's why I finished my territory tree a little faster than some of the other people. Not saying you should do that. You should probably wait until we see the event store and then we'll make our decisions. Then I think it was an away team bundle. Was the next bundle. Bunch of away team speed ups, which is nice. But at the same time, nowadays in this game, would there be something that would actually feel more rewarding? Would you really feel that rewarded with a bunch of away team speed ups? Maybe that's something to comment on. If one of the bundles is away team speed ups, how would you feel? Would you feel very rewarded? At the point now in my game, I wouldn't feel that rewarded. But I have kind of out-leveled away teams. Don't really have that much of a use for them anymore. Territory? Possibly. Since this event ran last time, a new territory currency has been created. Yay, new currencies. With that currency, what is it called? Chronometric particles. They were putting some particles in there before. Would they put this new chronometric particle in there? Would that make you feel more rewarded? I would have to believe it would. Could be very nice for players. Or could they make a mirror? I almost wanted to call it the multiverse. A mirror universe bundle. That would be very nice. I'm sure a lot of players would feel rewarded. I mean, how much liquid Trillium D, or hopefully not raw Trillium, but Trillium A and Trillium D, and then the liquid stuff. Maybe the Omega stuff. That would be kind of cool. Update the event rewards. And then entice people to do it more. That might be nice. Comment below. Are you excited to see what new event store bundles they're going to come up with? Do you even think there will be more or new event store bundles for this summer hunt? And do you like this event? Is this an event that you enjoy? It is heavy engagement and heavy grinding, but it does give you something to do on an off week. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.